Put your eyes back in your head.
I got like flavor, flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.
Oh boy, what a day, what a day. Yay. What's going on? People, your boy Madmike come here. You guys. Um, first of all, I want to apologize. I want to apologize to all the Atlanta Falcons fans out there in advance because this is not going to be what you think. So I apologize to you guys before I even get started. So I apologize. I apologize. I know a lot of you probably been looking forward to this particular video because we do common sense around here. All that emotional shit. We've graduated from emotional responses, emotional reactions. That's not what I do. Me personally, that's not what I do. So again, I apologize if y'all expected Mad Mike to be on a bitch fest, to cuss, scream, and yell for absolutely no reason because we didn't get what we all wanted, and that's a W. Well, I apologize for y'all in advance. So you might want to unsubscribe. You might want to just leave right now because this is not going to be a bitch fest about what we did not get, and we all did not get a win. Okay, so again, I apologize ahead of time. Uh, want to give a shout out to uh, all the AFN crew, Noah. Y'all check out his recap. Noah Tyndale, Tindell, Noah Tyndale. All right, Noah as an Noah. All right, so check his channel out. You can see his channel on my community tab. Everybody's tags will be on the community tab. So consistently and constantly check out the community tab here on Mad Mike Sports as well as Atlanta Falcons Nation and the heavy hitters. Because we always have different takes, not only of our own, but you may see some things that we share. Like guys like John Gruden and whatnot. Like John Gruden now, he has a YouTube channel, so check his channel out as well. But like I said, always pay attention to the community tab. I know a lot of people are all into videos, but please pay attention to that. So, JB Marlin, what's going on? Smokey, John Siggs, what's going on? Mr. Tactician, what's going on? Wandrell, Terrell Thomas, what's going on? Blizz, Devon Standard, ATL, Atlanta Boy, what's going on? William Mamie. But like I said, I apologize ahead of time because if you think this is gonna be a bitch fest and Xavier Littman, what's going on? If you think I'm gonna be on a crusade to say fire and bench everybody, well, this ain't the place. We're gonna have common sense conversations over there. Not to say that these conversations won't be fiery, but we're gonna have common sense. We're not gonna um, cry and bench and moan because our favorite players didn't get what the fuck they wanted. We didn't see Drake London with X amount of catches or whomever. I'm not gonna have a bitch fest, but I do want to go over something that I think a lot of people are probably saying to themselves right now. Cause I'm hearing this. And quite frankly, let me just say this. This is the first point. All right. So I'm gonna start with this. I had something else in mind, but I want to get this out because this shit right here gotta stop. This shit right here gotta stop. And it has nothing to do with the quarterback. So if you guys think I was gonna bitch and complain over the quarterback, you know, I got something. But I got something even. This is pretty disgusting. It's fucking stupid to be honest. Okay, this is one of the dumbest shit that I've ever. This is literally one of the dumbest fucking things that I've ever heard any fan say. And how the hell are you a fan of football and you got a problem with this? Okay, let me ask you a question before I even get into that. How many times? How many? How many times a game do you think running backs touch the ball? Okay, that's the question. Before I get even my thoughts on this, how many times a game in the history of football do you think running backs touch the football? That's the question I have. And DJ, I'm glad you said that because I got something to say about that too. But how many times a game do you think are a running back in the game of football touch the ball? 70% says Marlon. Outside of Jude, what's going on, brother? This is why I have a major problem. It's literally the dumbest crap I've ever heard in my life. Okay, it's literally the dumbest crap I've ever seen in my life. It's the most ignorant statement that I've ever heard any football fan say. We're talking about actual touches, John, that we've seen in the history of football. So let me clarify that for people. In the history of football, how many times, and here this jackass come around here. Okay, I was having a nice quiet. No, I didn't ask y'all. I didn't ask y'all what y'all thoughts were. I asked you. See, this is why we have arguments because people don't like answering simple questions. I didn't ask for anybody's opinion. I didn't ask for your opinion on who should be getting splits. I asked a simple question on how many. Okay, how many times do running backs touch the ball in the course of a game in the history of football? And we're talking about touches that includes catches. And then we have I am Vaughn says 80%, Six says 20 to 30, or kind of the low. So let me so see we're talking about when it comes down to the quarterback position. The running back position. Running backs touch the ball in the course of a game anywhere from 40 to anywhere from 40 to 60% of the time. We're talking about running back touching. So, what are you talking about when you look at the course of how many snaps um, the team has, possessions the team has? It's anywhere from about 90, from about 70. Well, I would say about 60, depending on the low end. If you don't really have Um, if you're not playing real well at all. So anywhere from about 60 all the way to 90 snaps. Sometimes higher than that if you're really dominating the course of a game. All right. So anywhere from 60 all the way to 90 snaps a game. So we see oftentimes there have been running backs, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry he has anywhere from 30 all the way to 40 carries in a game out of 90 snaps. So that's half. That's half of the snaps that most teams get it. Okay. So if he's having a really good game, and he's carrying the ball often, most running backs gonna get the ball anywhere from 25 all the way to about 40 times. If he's really feeling it. Is he really feeling it? Even if he's not feeling it, most running backs are gonna touch the ball anywhere from 20 all the way to, again, all the way from 20 to 40. So that's dang near half the snaps or even a third of the snaps from one running back. We're not talking about we got a team with two running backs. So one running back is going to touch the ball anywhere from 20 times all the way to about 40 times out of 90 snaps if you're having a really good offensive time. Okay. And this is why I have a problem with this issue in regards to this Atlanta Falcons backfield. I have a major problem with it because everybody wants to say, all right, we need to share. Or Bijan Robinson, he shouldn't touch the ball. Okay? And the reason why I started this particular comment from DJ is this. I've been telling you guys for a good 2-3 years now that the NFL is changing. It has changed. This is no longer the NFL that we once loved. So our expectations of what used to be, y'all need to throw that in the trash, throw it in the dumpster because it no longer applies to today's game. And I hate to tell you this, but it no longer applies. It no longer applies to have two dominant running backs the way that we have. It no longer applies. If you saw the Rams and the Detroit Lions game, you saw, and we talk about this all the time, the pistol. Okay? Both of those teams, for the most part, they were in the pistol formations. Anybody want to take a wild guess what the Atlanta Falcons were doing? Anybody want to take a wild guess of what the Atlanta Falcons were doing, and as far as their formation concerned, for the most part? Somebody already, like I said, DJ already said. There was a stat out there with Kirk Cousins. It's like Kirk Cousins, for the most part, you look at where he played last year and most of his career, he's never really been into the pistol formation. Not much. So when we talk about this Atlanta Falcons team and where they're going, this is why I try to get you guys, make sure the average fan is all caught up on what's actually going on in the NFL. So when you see these things on TV, when you see these things up close and personal, you will not be frustrated. You will not be upset because I told you guys that this is what's going to happen. I said it last year with the Atlanta Falcons, and they run a lot of the same things that the Chiefs do. A lot of plays out of the pistol, a lot of the shotguns. This is where the NFL is going. This is where college is. And the main reason why I have a problem with this is because we've seen this. Guys like Tyler Algier are not going to be starting running backs like this. I hate to say, this is something I've been telling you guys. The question It's why? It's because that's what they want, John. It's about marketing. It's about it's about making the game exciting for the fan that is no longer that for the fan that are trying to recruit or fans that really want to see a lot of scores, a lot of excitement, and certain numbers. So they're going to cater the game to that particular person because it's about big numbers. It's all about how much they can make. At the end of the day, it's a marketing ploy. This is what the NFL wants. The NFL doesn't backs carrying the ball 50 times. They would much rather see the quarterback throw the ball 50 times. This is what they want. This is what the league is. Okay. And I know a lot of people in their feelings about this, but you look at every running back in the league. How many running backs in the league that you see that are like Tyler Algier? Steve, see, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. This is about marketing. This is about them being able because you got to look at they was in freaking Brazil. They're trying to make the game exciting for Brazil. People that overseas. That's what they're looking to. They don't care too much about the people that actually love the game because the people that actually love the game, guess what they're gonna know? They're gonna watch regardless. But you don't see a lot of you don't see a lot of players. You don't see a lot of players or running backs in the game that have the skill set that a Tyler Algier. I love Tyler Algier, but look, him catching the ball out of the backfield, that's not necessarily his game. Him being a speed guy is not necessarily his game. Not to say he can't be successful, but that's not what when you look at Tyler Algier, you're not gonna split Tyler Algier out and say run routes, Tyler. This is what you're gonna do with Saquon Barkley. This is what you're gonna do with ETN. This is what you're gonna do with Bijan Robinson. This is what you're gonna do with several guys. Williams with the Rams. This is what you're going to see. So when I hear people say these things about Bijan Robinson and why he's touching the ball too much, like let's be honest, it's a passing league. Okay? You very seldom see running backs get 25 and 30 carries a day. You're not going to see it. And I want to make that clear. All these Georgia Bulldogs, you see even Georgia Bulldogs. You see Georgia Tech. You see Alabama. Look at Alabama. They got a 17-year-old kid. I forget his name right now, but that dude is ripping it up. He's a speed guy. You look at Jahmyr Gibbs. He's a speed guy. All these running backs, the NFL is showing you what they want. The NFL is showing you what it's going to be. So do not get mad at me when I tell you that the Atlanta Falcons are going to phase Tyler Algier out of the game. They're phasing big backs like that out of the game. It's simple as that. Not to say that Tyler Algier is he's not going to be a good part or intricate part of this Atlanta Falcons team, but when you look at where he is and where the NFL is and what offenses are, you look at the athletic guy. Ain't nobody afraid of. And nobody in the league is afraid of Tyler Algier's athleticism. Nobody in the league. Look, I'm not here for dumbass questions. Okay, we talking serious football. This is a dumbass question. Are we losing because of marketing? Like I'm not here to talk dumb shit. Okay, So if you're not here to actually ask some real questions, talk football this morning, this ain't it. Because I'm just as pissed as y'all are about losing. I don't like fucking losing, but have some fucking common sense when you talk about losing. Everybody want to be fucking emotional when it comes down to losing and trying to figure out why things are. And that's the second point that I got when it comes down to this conversation. This is what the league has turned to. You're going to see RPO. You're going to see quick passes. You're going to see a lot of pre-snap, post-snap motion. This is what it is. You turn on the TV, every offense is doing this. It's not just the Atlanta Falcons. So we saying to ourselves, oh man, what the hell is Zach Robinson doing? Well, he calling the same fucking play that every other quarterback in the league is doing. Okay? But when you have what separates teams, it's not the play calls. Because if you look at the plays that's being called, everybody's calling the exact same things. It's the personnel, the types of players that you have, and it's knowing when to call certain things. Okay? That's the art of play calling. And what separates the best from the good from the bad is how often you one turn the ball over or don't turn the ball over and penalties. The best teams don't kill themselves. Okay? The best teams do not hurt themselves. They don't make crucial mistakes in crucial situations. They don't get penalties in certain situations. Now we can sit up here and cry and bitch and moan about what the refs are doing or what they don't do, but I'm not here for that. I'm not here to cry about how this and that and this and that. We here to talk about what is. And right now for this Atlanta Falcon team, right now of where the NFL is that what? This is where it is. This is where college is. If you look at even college games, go back and look at the Nebraska team and with how they did Colorado. Look at the Georgia Tech and how Georgia Tech was pretty much getting destroyed by the same three plays with Syracuse. They kept throwing that wheel route to running backs out of the backfield. Most of y'all saw the Philadelphia Eagles game? Saquon Barkley, what was that? A wheel route out of the backfield. A wheel route out of the backfield. So we're seeing the exact same things in college and NFL because when you look at it, the NFL and college are quote unquote in cahoots together. They want to make sure that the players that comes out of the league that they are properly prepared for the NFL. Why? So they can make money. It's about marketing this sport. It's about making it's getting pockets so we can pretty much let's keep it real. Create the next great player. That's what this is about. So in order for the NFL to have superstars, they have to properly train these guys in NFL. So a lot of the things that we see in the NFL, we're going to start seeing in college and vice versa. So my thing is, when it comes down to it, we got to stop this dumb shit about Bijan Robinson getting touches. Okay, and this is the problem that I have with a lot of people. All right, did anybody know how many touches that Najee Harris had? Because look, I like to get behind the stats of everything. Everybody keeps saying themselves, "Oh, Bijan Robinson getting too many touches." This is what happens. How many times do you think wide receivers touched the ball? Julio didn't get 20, 15, and Julio didn't get 30 touches a game. I don't think we look soft. I don't think that right there is ridiculous to say that Falcons look soft. It's an 18-10 game. The Falcons didn't give up a touchdown. That's not soft. We lost by 6 field goals. That's not soft. Falcons lost because we had 3 turnovers and penalties at the wrong time. But Najee Harris had 20 carries and a catch out of the backfield. 2 targets off that. So this guy had 21 touches. And then we crying over here about Bijan Robinson having 18 carries and 5 catches. So this man got 23 touches and we bitching and complaining about, oh, Bijan Robinson got too many touches. Anybody want to take a wild guess at who's the next guy as far as the running back position for the Steelers who got touches? Anybody want to take a wild guess at that? Anybody want to take a wild guess at how many touches that got a running back got? And we complaining about Tyler Algier not. See, this is why the conversation when I had on AFN with Will, it's like, well, I don't care about what the Falcons are doing. Well, it does matter because you got to look at trends in the NFL because this is a trend in the NFL. We can't say that the Falcons aren't doing things right when we looking at the league and everybody doing the exact same things. The next guy in line for carries was Cordero Patterson with 4 carries. Why did a lot of people think that TJ Warren had more carries? Why? Because his was probably a little bit more effective and a first down in a key moment. So a lot of these things are highlighted. They look better. So when guys aren't making big plays, when they have the opportunity, you don't necessarily remember those types of things because they're not getting quality, quote unquote, quality carries at key moments. But not TJ Warren, but Cordero Patterson had 4 carries for 13 yards. And this is why you got to look at the league and look at everybody else's team and say, all right, are these guys being used properly? No, it does mean it's right. Just because you don't like it don't mean it's not right. See, that's the problem that we have. We don't like things. We don't like it, so we think it's wrong. Just because you don't like it don't mean they're wrong. No, you're wrong because you have your expectations because we've become accustomed of what we saw in the past. We gotta let go of the past, people. Okay? Gotta let go of the past. I don't know why people think that the NFL is not changed. It has changed and it's going to continue to change. Even when, even when we had O.J. Simpson, Jim Brown, do y'all know what the do y'all know what the league looked like before those guys? They didn't even have 4 fucking passes before they came into the league. The NFL is an ever-growing league, okay? They didn't even have, before O.J. Simpson and Jim Brown, they didn't even throw the fucking ball forward. It was essentially rugby, okay? So the NFL is going to continue to evolve. You don't have to like it, but this is what it is. It's going to continue. The NFL is going to evolve. Guys in the NBA, like LeBron James, these guys are going to get bigger, faster, stronger, and the game is going to change. You don't have to like it, but this is the facts and this is the truth. We are stuck in our ways as a fan, and we refuse to believe, and we refuse to believe that it has changed. This is no longer like a Michael Vick. Okay. We're no longer going to see these types of things. We're no longer going to see running backs having 20 carries apiece. Your starting running back and your backup running back. It's not going to happen. At least often. Like I don't know what you guys. I don't know who the hell y'all watching on TV. I don't know who the hell y'all be watching it on YouTube or whoever the hell on TikTok. I don't fucking know. But y'all got to get out of this fantasy fucking world that's thinking that it's still 1990. It's not 1990. I'm an older cat, and you motherfuckers are refusing to. Y'all, some of y'all younger than I am. Some of you motherfuckers are younger than me, and y'all refuse to accept the fact that the game has changed. This shit is sad. It's sad that people that are younger than me, younger than K Styles, younger than Juan, younger than Big Ant, younger than everybody, we refuse to believe that the game has fucking changed. It's not the same game. If you love football and if you love the game, you're gonna adapt with the times. They weren't even throwing fucking forward passes in 1920 and 1940 and 1950. And then we got the O.J. Simpson and Jim Brown. They incorporated all that type of stuff. Slinging Sammy Ball. Anybody know Slinging Sammy Ball? He was one that made the spread offense popular. They weren't even throwing the fucking ball. He was one of the first guys to literally throw the fucking ball and be successful. And look, he's the one that really made the game that we see today popular because he started that. So I'm gonna get to the comments, but this is something that we got to understand as fans. If you're a fan of the game, all this we need to share the ball with different running backs. It's not going to happen. At least consistently. You're not going to see games where Bijan has 20 carries and Tyler has 20 carries. It's not going to happen often unless we're absolutely killing it. That's the only time you're going to see it. Get used to seeing Bijan or the backup running back, Tyler Algier, the backup running back, having anywhere from 3 all the way to 10 carries. This is going to be the consistent for the backup running back. They know it. The running back position in itself is no longer the same. I hate to tell you this, people, but it's the truth. It's the facts. Get out of this old mentality of thinking that 2 running backs is going to share the ball for 20, 40 carries. It's not happening. It's crazy as hell while I'm sitting up here telling younger people that they need to get out of there. Like anybody, look at the carries for the. Anybody want to know how many carries that the Dallas Cowboys? Anybody see the Dallas Cowboy game last night? And I'm gonna get to the Kirk Cousins. I promise you, I'm gonna get to the Kirk Cousins because we got OG Truth. He coming up real soon, and he not gonna be as nice as I am today. Him and Sam about to get gooder. So y'all might want to head over to the Madmike Network and check those guys out too. It's gonna be 11 and 12. So yeah, we're gonna have a lineup this. But this is why you have to and I know again, I know y'all saw the post game show, but this is exactly what I tried to tell myself and coach. We tried to tell Will about this type of stuff. It's not going to happen. Get ready. Get used to seeing Tyler Algier not getting touches like that. What Tyler Algier knows he has to do in order to be in the league and continue to be with the Atlanta Falcons, play his role. So when he get his opportunities, he has to make the most out of his opportunities. So when he get that 1-2 touches, they have to be effective, and they got to be in situations where he doesn't fuck up. So when it all come down to it again, I know people are upset. I know people want to see more Tyler Algier, but I'm here to tell you right now. I don't know exactly what he's thinking as far as Zach Robinson is concerned, but when you look at Bijan Robinson and what he is more effective in this particular league than Tyler Algier. I hate to tell you the truth, but it is the truth. Not the fact that Tyler Algier cannot be a good back, not that he is not quality starting. He's a quality starter. He can be that, and some team may pick him up. But you look at his skills, he don't have the skill sets of a Bijan Robinson. You can't split him out wide and say, all right, shake a guy. That's not his game. And that's what you need out of your running backs in today's NFL. You need your running backs to be able to split out wide, use his athleticism to run away from these linebackers, because these linebackers are getting bigger and faster. These defensive linemen are getting bigger and faster. John Abraham was saying in an interview with 11 NBC, where he was saying, I didn't like the fact that I saw Judon in coverage. Well, again, that's an old school guy. I love Johnny Abraham to death, but this is what I mean by this is where guys are going to go. This is where the NFL is going. You're going to have to be flexible. You have to have different skill sets in this current NFL. Because if you can't cover as a D lineman, if you don't have that athleticism, guess what? These guys are gonna end up dropping into the third, fourth, fifth round. You're not gonna get taken in the first and second round if you don't have a multitude of skill sets. So this is what it is. And like I said, I think Judon, is a hell of a player, but these are the things that they're calling you to do in the NFL, because these guys, the offensive linemen, like Panay Sewell, like these guys 330 pounds, but these motherfuckers can run like a 4.4 and 4.5. Like, that's crazy. So if you don't have a defensive end or edge guy that can cover or move like that, you're gonna get smoked in the NFL. And if you, Andrew, if you think Bijan Robinson is overrated, you a fucking idiot. I'm gonna tell anybody that right now. And I wasn't the guy. I wanted to get Jordan Davis, but anybody that say Bijan Robinson is overrated is a fucking moron. This Bijan Robinson bullshit has to stop. Does Bijan Robinson still has a ways to go? Absolutely. Does Bijan Robinson make mistakes? Absolutely. Because we don't like shit and we don't like people, we try to shit on what they are. I'm not a LeBron James fan, but I never shit on his game. He's improved his 3-point ability. He's improved his game all around, and he continues to get better. We gotta stop shitting on people because we don't like them, or we like this person. We would much rather see this guy. That's the dumbest shit. Bijan Robinson is one of the most physically gifted running backs that we've ever seen. Right along with Saquon Barkley. Right along with ETN. These guys are gifted. Like, that's crazy to see. It's crazy to say that Bijan Robinson is overrated. How the hell you have 1,200 fucking yards? You think they just giving him? You think they just giving Bijan Robinson the ball because, oh, I just like you. I like you, Bijan. Come on, bro. Like, let's stop. We got to get out. We got to get out our emotions and start using common sense. That's not common sense to say Bijan Robinson is overrated. What we need to say, and what I'm going to get in right now, is that the Atlanta Falcons offense need to get better when it comes down to scoring and being more effective when they have the opportunities. Bijan Robinson broke a couple of big plays that got called back, and this is what K-Styles was talking about. This is what Coach was talking about. This is what Jew was talking about. What happened? Bijan Robinson had a couple of big plays, and they got called back. Why? Because we held and we got penalties, or Kirk Cousins threw a bad pass or interception. That's what happens. This is what happens when you make mistakes. Everything's get highlighted. Everything gets highlighted. Why? Because you throwing interceptions and you getting and you're getting penalties. Can't have penalties. Can't have penalties, people. And this is again. This is another one of these things. Anybody want to look? You gotta. One thing about this. If you've never played football and you've never had a significant injury, don't tell me nothing about somebody being overrated or this guy not being that. Did Kirk Cousins look like Kirk Cousins? No. I want to ask you. I want to ask you guys a question before I get my take on this Kirk Cousins thing. How many of you people knew that Kirk Cousins was hurt? How many people knew that Kirk Cousins was hurt and he was coming off of an injury? How many people knew that? And I got a second question on top of that. How many of you knew that the Atlanta Falcons did not play their starters in preseason? So everybody knew that Kirk Cousins was hurt? Yeah, you did. Now you knew he was hurt. He was coming off of an injury. Come on. You knew that he was coming off injury. So those things, these things matter. You ain't never heard post-traumatic syndrome? Yeah, you like guys like Grady Jarrett. These guys are aliens at it. Like you could tell Grady Jarrett out there with a knee brace. Now his confidence is a little bit more at this particular time with his injury, but like I said, Grady is a fucking alien, man. And again, this right here, this man have a touchdown. Y'all bitch and complain about him not getting touchdowns, and then he get a touchdown, and then we say shit like this. This is exactly what we talking about. This is why the fuck most people take off in the off season because of because of takes like this. We talking about this man literally scored a touchdown. Okay, scored a touchdown. Our only touchdown, and we're talking about trading Pitts, getting rid of him. So everybody knew that Kirk Cousins was hurt. And Achilles, one of the worst injuries. It used to be a death sentence for most guys. And if you know anything about the Achilles, it actually takes you well over a year. Kirk Cousins is 9 months removed from that Achilles injury. Okay, let me say that again. Kirk Cousins is 9 months removed from that Achilles injury. And it was clear, it was evident. He couldn't step up. He couldn't really back. Really couldn't plant his leg the way he wanted to. And coach Unchained. So if you guys have not talked about it, you got to go his chain because he's going to give you. He's a former coach. He retired coach himself, and he said, looking at Kirk Cousins, that the ball wasn't coming out with this same velocity. And if you know anything about the quarterback position, you actually played the quarterback position, you know that you have to have that back leg. If you don't have that back leg to have that foundation, you're throwing with all on for the most part. And couple that with an offensive lineman. Couple that with an offensive lineman like Drew Dahlman. Drew Dahlman had an absolutely despicable day. Brian Little, what's going on? Look, I'm not into dumb questions. I'm not into foolishness because everybody in their feelings. I want people to actually come to us and ask questions that they're sincere about, not because you all in your feelings about a loss. We have way too much of that nonsense. We say dumb shit. Oh, we need to trade Bijan Robinson because he had one bad game. You gonna forget that this dude was literally damn near the rookie of the year. This dude had 1,100 fucking yards, all-purpose yards, and we sitting up here talking about he overrated. Kyle Pitts had a touchdown. We can bitch and complain about him not being able to get into the end zone, and then we up here talking about firing Zach Robinson, who ironically designed the play that he was wide open on, and we're talking about firing Zach Robinson. We're talking about Zach Robinson, who had a Kyle Pitts wide open in the end zone, and we're talking about firing Zach Robinson. Oh, he don't know how to call plays. How the hell did Kyle Pitts get wide open in the fucking red zone? Then why put him out there? Because he's the better quarterback. Okay? He's the better quarterback. Stop asking fucking questions because you're in your feelings. Stop it. Why would you have him out there? And this is what I'm about to get into because these comments are totally disrespectful to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You people are fucking disgraced to sit up here and how the hell do you guys do this to one of the greatest organizations that they've been known for defense for over 50 fucking years, and we up here we're literally up here talking all this shit about the Falcons offense and this guy being over. Do y'all know that they've done this to the great Matt Ryan also? This is not the first time that Pittsburgh had made a quarterback, a good quarterback, look like shit. Anybody want to go back to the game where Matt Ryan got sacked? This man literally got hit and sacked. I think he had like 7 sacks in the game, and the dude was hit almost 30 fucking times in the game. And we sitting up here saying, oh, he looked like Kirk Cousins, look overrated. Well, they are known for this. These guys are known for this. Are you fucking serious? See, this is the shit I'll be talking about where people don't know shit about football. They look at our team and our failures, and they don't look at any other thing. You don't look at the history of Pittsburgh Steelers doing this to teams and quarterbacks and great quarterbacks. Pittsburgh Steelers are known for making quarterbacks, even legend Hall of Famers, look like total shit. Go look at the games where he made Tom Brady. They made Tom Brady look like he was a fucking fifth. He looked like a damn 6th rounder or 7th rounder undrafted quarterback. These guys are known for this shit. And Hightower was a fucking menace himself. These guys are known for being great defensive players and a great defensive team. What are you talking about? Let's give these fucking Pittsburgh Steelers credit because they came in our home and kicked our ass. And they are known for doing this. Their organization, from Mean Joe Green, all these guys, what are you talking about, people? Go look at what he's done to Peyton Manning. Go look at what they've done to Drew Brees and Matt Ryan. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Like y'all are if you don't know this about this Pittsburgh Steelers, I suggest you do your fucking homework because this is what they do. The hell we talking about? Why the hell do you think that Mike Tomlin has been the longest tenured fucking the head coach in the NFL outside of Bill Belichick? Because that's what he fucking does. He builds great defenses, going all the way back to helping Raheem Morris when these guys were in Tampa. This is what he fucking does. We gotta stop disrespect. We gotta stop disrespecting that team. They kicked our ass. Simple as that. That doesn't mean everybody overrated and all that. We know TJ Watt was a fucking menace. And I said, if you run at him, you run the damn ball. I'm not afraid of the Pittsburgh Steelers. But if we play their game, we gonna get our ass kicked. And when we were running the ball, as Will said, that's what this is what happens. We had the game in control in the first half. Why? Because we were running the ball and we weren't allowing Kirk Cousins to get hit. This is the reason why y'all got to listen to our keys to victory. I told you guys this. I told you that the fans had to step up. And we're going to talk about this tonight. We're going to talk about this tonight. We're going to talk about this. 6:00. The originators, myself, K Styles. But we're going to talk about this. Dustin, see, this is what I'm talking about. Ain't no bullshit excuse. You a fucking idiot because you don't know shit about football. The fuck is you talking about? Has anybody ever been able to see? I'm going to end this real soon, but this is exactly what the fuck we talking about right here. We got retarded ass people that don't know shit about football, don't know shit about what TJ Watt does. This is what the fuck he does. This man, his rookie year came in, got 7 sacks. This motherfucker had back-to-back 19 plus sack years, and we sitting up here wondering, oh man, we can't stop TJ Watt. Nigga, nobody can. What are you talking about? Who the fuck can stop TJ Watt? Why can't we just give guys credit for being amazing? He's an amazing player. He's an amazing pass rusher. But when you force him to be physical, he's not much of a threat. We know that. Coach Unchained told you guys this. Oh, hey, boo, how you doing? Okay, so this young lady decides. I hope this is a young lady. You don't know what you're talking about. Why the fuck you ain't coaching nowhere? You got 40 some years old trying to pursue a YouTube commentary career. So young lady, what was I wrong about? And I got about 4 minutes because OG about to come on. So tell me what was I running about? I was wrong about TJ season. He had a 19 sack and then he had a 22 sack. So tell me where I was wrong in this particular aspect. Because I'm not bitching and complaining and whining about how Kirk Cousins, how terrible he was. Because if you look at my post-game show, we talked about that. But I'm not going to sit up here and cry baby, and try to, oh, we got to get rid of the guy because we didn't play well. Yeah, Matt Ryan looked like absolute crap against Pittsburgh. This is what they do. And these are the comments right here proves the point that you don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about and y'all just respond on Moses. This is what Pittsburgh has done ever since the 70s. They have always had a great defense. They don't do nothing. This is their identity. They what they do. And they've always done, they have those linebackers. They've been known for their linebackers, having the best linebackers, having the best pass rushers. This is what they fucking do. We tried to out Pittsburgh, and we got our ass kicked. We have a quarterback right now that has not, okay? He clearly is still mentally not there. I'll say that. Like I said, I'm gonna expand on it a little bit more, but Kirk Cousins is not there. I'm not gonna sit up here and cry and bitch him on. Oh, he overpaid him. We don't know we overpaid. Y'all motherfuckers was complaining about Desmond Ritter being in, and then here you some of them bitches. Okay, I'ma steal that from OG Truth. Like I said, I got about a couple more minutes, but you some of my bitches was sitting up here complaining about Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan need to be gone. Well, he gone. And then y'all complain about Desmond Ritter. Now he gone. And now you some of my bitches sitting up here talking about we need to bring these guys back. Man, get the fuck out of my face. So everybody, hey, Kate, I appreciate you. And the defense gave up 18 fucking points. That's below the league average. And you up here talking about fire Terry, fire Raheem, and get rid of Zach Robinson after one game. Okay? After one game, y'all already saying this. So get the flying fuck out of my face if I'm not up here talking about firing guys after a year. I don't want you here if you're gonna sit up here and complain and bitch and complain and moan. Okay? I don't pursue a YouTube career. I am a YouTuber. So if y'all think that's a knock on Madmike, and I'm a sit in my fucking room and cry because y'all just, oh, you're just a YouTuber. Well, guess what? So is Stephen A. So is Shannon Sharp. So are all these guys are YouTubers. So if you think that's a shot at me, Warren and AFN and every other content creator out there, y'all sadly fucking mistaken because I love what the fuck I do. And you're bitching and complaining and you're whining because you didn't get what the fuck you wanted ain't gonna do shit for me. I know who the fuck I am. And I'm a YouTuber and we're gonna continue to do this till the motherfucking wheels fall off. You some of bitches can go to whatever the fuck y'all wanna go. But if we 0-16, guess what? I'm gonna be motherfucking live. And I know some of y'all right now gonna be sitting right with us. Yeah, we're gonna be some miserable motherfuckers complaining, but we still love our Atlanta Falcons. So if this is not the channel for you, if you want to sit here and bitch and complain about firing everybody and well, Mike, why you ain't talking about firing guys? You making excuses. Well, we have a conversation. And if you don't like that, so be it. So with that being said, man, I appreciate everybody joining, but this conversation is not. I would love for everybody to join us, including Miss Thing, who called me a YouTuber. And that's like I said, I love the fact that I'm a YouTuber. I was one of the first motherfuckers in this Falcon shit. So anybody think that is a shot at Madmike, the Dunn, Smitty Sports Machine, Big Low, One Time for the Fan. If y'all think that's a fucking shot at us, you can kiss a motherfucking left titty off of an elephant because we love what the fuck we do. If you think that's a shot, that's all on y'all. But I love what the fuck I do. I love the fact that I follow my Atlanta Falcons. So if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Fuck it. Peace.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Knocked out like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skim the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.